Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon. This is Atiyah of Amatulah's Treasures. This afternoon I just wanted to share some observations that I've seen and some fashion tips that might help someone. We can't assume that everybody knows what to do and what not to do. So as I'm sitting in the boutique, there's this young lady that walks by on a consistent basis. She has on a dress, a form-fitting jersey dress, similar to my Shayla, which is nice and stretchy and such. The problem with the shaper is that, the problem with the dress that she has on is that it clings to her in places that, you know, you definitely don't necessarily want it to cling, and it shows off all of her assets, I should say, but not necessarily in a flattering way. So I appeal to you, with the weather changing, we're supposed to go up to approximately 99 degrees, and you know, we want to wear less. In wearing less, we have to make sure that we have our foundation. Our foundation is not the one that we're talking about on our skin to smooth out all of our imperfections. We will put foundation on our face to make sure that we get the dark circles from underneath our eyes, the blemishes and such. But we forget that we should have on a foundation underneath our clothing, which ultimately does the same thing. It smoothes out our imperfection. It lifts things where things are no longer at. You know, that have defied gravity. It pulls things in, tucks them in, and such like that, almost like your facial foundation. So if you are unsure or your funds are limited as it relates to foundations, you can get a body slimmer. You don't have to go with a waist trainer. I believe most people believe that you have to wear a waist trainer. You know, it has to be tight and constricting and such like that, but that's not true. You can go to Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, any one of those stores in the lingerie department, and they have what's called body slimmers. I myself have a dress shaper. It's a dress that I created for myself that I needed and wanted to use to shape myself underneath my garments, especially when it is that I'm wearing the Japanese crepe Saudi garments. They tend to lay on you and sometimes show things that you may not necessarily want to show. So that's where I created this dress for myself, solely so that when the wind blows, or even if I'm standing in place, it doesn't, the fabric, my overgarment doesn't necessarily cover everything. And it's an easy go-to when I don't want to wear a lot of clothing underneath my overgarment. I can slip on my shaper dress and get up and go without worrying about things not being in place as to where it needs to be. So that's my little tip for the afternoon, and I just wanted to share this with people solely because I've been seeing it a lot, and it's a women thing. It's not a Muslim woman thing. It's not a non-Muslim woman thing. It's a woman thing. So ladies, it's getting hot. Some of us want to take off some layers, and you have to make sure that you maintain that foundation underneath whatever it is that you choose to wear. Trust me, you'll thank me for it in the future. Also, one of the things that you can do, if you're unsure about this or you need assistance with it, please stop by Amatulah's Treasures. Ask for me if I'm not here. You can make an appointment. I'm located at 6303 Lansdowne Avenue, and I'm here to help you. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye.